Hello, and welcome to a new episode of Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. If you're tuning in for the first time,
I'm Corey.
I'm Kevin, and welcome to our podcast talk show.
Hello.
The goal of our podcast talk show is to talk about usually one Hollywood movie and one indie movie. So,
Yeah.
On this episode, we'll be talking about
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus
and
2.
Hocus Pocus 2.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. We could bring up both of them, and then The Bell Rang.
The Bell Rang.
That's it. From Doomed Productions or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are our two movies that, no?
The Bell Rings.
Yes, okay, yeah. So I have it backwards now.
Yeah.
The bell rings.
The
Which
Bell
makes
Rings.
sense. If you watch the movie, it makes sense.
Yeah.
The bell rings.
Rings.
Yeah, it doesn't ring.
No, definitely does not ring.
It does ring. Anyways, so the bell rings. The bell rings. And Hocus Pocus 2 is ultimately the movie that we were like, oh, we'll talk about it because it's like the new one.
Yeah, the new.
What do you want to start out with?
Let's start out with the Bell Rings, Let's start out that one this evening.
The bell rings, and now that we've watched it, we could say that the bell rang.
The bell, that's true.
Because the bell's not ringing no more. Anyways,
that's true.
So it was the Doomed Productions. Is that what it was?
A Doomed Productions film.
Doomed
Yep.
Productions. And it's like a recovered 1930s film, which is kind of cracked me up because it's like done in black and white and has like the scratchy audio with it and everything, and a lot of things out of focus and stuff.
For sure. I think for what it was, I mean, if I would have just turned it on, I mean, it's a believable, like the black and white. I mean, it's easy to do, I'm saying, with the black and white and stuff like that, but it definitely hit like some of its points, and I think they did a pretty good job by keeping it that way. And I mean, I don't know. I mean, the whole restored things, that's what they kind of say it is. It's a restored 1930s film.
Yeah, restored. Yeah, like this actually happened in the 1930s, and they restored the footage, right?
Exactly.
I gotta be honest. I like complete projects, and this felt very complete. You had a beginning, middle, and end.
Yep.
It was executed in a way of through acting instead of a whole bunch of exposition and whatnot. So the only complaint I have, because I'll be honest, I thought the cinematography was phenomenal. It was very well done. I think like having the camera like almost unfocused. It's got that grain. It's kind of got that unclear, because you don't want that high definition. It's got to be standard definition, or even less, because it's recovered, restored
Footage
1930s. Right. So I thought the quality matched what they were going for. The cinematography I thought was awesome. I really enjoyed that. They really did a great job of scenes, cutting scenes, different angles, all sorts of different things. The actors looked like they actually had a script to go off of and learn their lines, and they did pretty well. I enjoyed the acting, especially the witch. I guess I would just call her the Witch of the Woods, because
for sure
she definitely was, or a ghost, I guess, or something. I don't know.
Yeah. It's like,
I guess
cool.
that part's a little confusing, but is she a witch?
It is.
Or a
That
ghost?
that part's 100% confusing.
Yeah, because
but at the
he
same
can't
time,
see her.
Yeah.
The one brother can't.
The one
see
brother.
her,
Yeah. But it was also like, I mean, it was a cool twist, right? I mean, the whole thing was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I think I called it out from like the second time when I saw her,
I was totally like, so like that's why I was going with the witch thing, because like clearly she's the witch, bro. Like you're dumb because you're ringing this lady's bell and she's telling you this story that you're clearly acting out. Am I gonna be cursed? no, that decaying arm is gonna get better. No, you're
Yeah.
cursed.
No, it's not. Yeah.
I'm like, well, are you a kid or are you an adult? If you're an adult, you're cursed. But
Yeah. Yeah. Because did you ever find out how old they were?
no, but which is fun. I'll tell you, my only complaints is the ambiguous shoveling, the constant just chucking dirt behind their backs for the sake of looking busy. I don't know. Didn't buy it that these two were farmers or doing anything with cropping because my goodness, they didn't even water their crops. Anyways, so that's my only complaint. Stop digging because I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. It's it. Okay. So yeah,
You
there was
dig,
definitely some.
you drink.
I did. I did.
You dig and drink. I'm like, okay. There's other chores on a farm. Do some other chores.
Absolutely. Please
Stop digging.
Give me a different scenery a little bit. You know.
Yeah, but other than that, I really enjoyed it. Especially because it was a beginning, middle, and end.
Well, oh,
You
absolutely.
know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're along for this adventure. It gave me. Did you watch Power of the Dog with Benedict Cumberbatch, Jesse Plemons?
I don't think so.
Netflix film. Okay. I feel like that was coming out, and I had watched it, and it was before we were doing the same movies, I think. But
Got it.
The Power of the Dog. It's a really great film. It's a really great movie. It's on. I think it's a Netflix movie. But anyways, really gave me those vibes. Just because it's two brothers working as ranchers, and just almost kind of had the same feel. And then the other movie that this, kind of made me think of is The Lighthouse. Just because it looks like,
100%.
that this guy has spent so much time in this place, he's now starting to become delusional. And, but clearly he's not delusional because he's bringing home apples and new shoes. Yeah, so I really did enjoy it though.
Yeah. My brain was racking there for a second.
The acting was actually like really good. I really don't have any complaints at
really
all.
good.
Like I really enjoyed all of it. I think really the only thing that just drove me kind of nuts was the digging. It's just
Yeah.
and like some of it's just weak digging. Come on, I've dug holes. Come on, that's not digging
No.
holes. What are you doing?
Well, they're lightly digging so they can put seeds in, bro.
Oh yeah, you ever watch them put seeds in, or even water them?
No.
Anyways,
They dig holes, bro.
I know. Okay. Also, I want to give credit because I really enjoyed the subtle. He does the bell, and he's obviously wishing for crops so they don't have to sell the farm and it could be prosperous, right? And when you first see the seedling, it's green. Everything's black and white, but that's color, and I'm like, nice. That's very cool.
Yeah.
And then when it got to like where there was like a whole field of green, everything was like green on the field, but everything else was still black and white. So
Yeah.
props. That's just some good fun editing. I just thought that's good stuff. Because like they're interacting with the scenery, they're just shoveling.
For sure, yeah.
They're just shoveling. Most of their interaction is just shoveling. But yeah, so great uses of sound effects as well. And sound, I don't think I had a problem.
I didn't have an issue besides the first 10 seconds that made me nervous about it. When the film was loading up, you had a lot of wind over an open field. So I'm like, no, don't do it to me. Don't.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the movie started, where you actually started seeing people, hearing people, and all that, totally different.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
thank you.
Clearly, our standout actor, though, is the preacher guy.
Oh yeah.
The guy who's giving the sermons or whatever you call those, and stealing all the farmland because he's going to sell it to the railroad. And then I'm like wondering, because she's like a witch or a ghost or something or other, if that document's even true. And was it just a way to get him to kill Robert? Or was
Yeah.
it true then she really needed Robert killed? I don't know. But the scene of him eating was grossing me out. Like the sound
Even with the
effects, you know,
apple?
like where he's like,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
yeah, the bro was making love to that apple. I was like, this is
Dude,
getting a little
that was
sexual.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, like that close up of you making out with an apple, I'm not into it.
Yeah,
But
it was the making out. It's not even like you go bite.
and then his brother goes and takes a normal bite, you know?
Yes, yeah. I'm like, thank you.
So yeah, I that's funny. It was like very I'm like, oh, I got my shoulders. I felt like I'm like, ugh. I felt a little uncomfortable, and then seeing
so
it, and I'm like, okay, I'm okay.
Yeah,
okay.
thank you. Yeah, and then but then they fixed it right afterwards. Normal bite.
Right,
I was fine with it.
normal bite. Thank you,
Yep.
thank you, other
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
Normal bite. And then there's the guy eating his final meal, just like pounding
yeah.
donuts or whatever, and eating cheese or whatever the hell the dude's eating, and it's just like the sound effects of,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
you know, and
Very
it's just
high
like,
note, yeah.
kill him already! Stop smashing around, kill him! He's still eating, kill him. Yeah, so a really fun film though. I would just make the jobs a little more believable, because you're
Yes.
definitely not
Yeah.
you're definitely not farmers. You're just taking two shovels out in the field digging holes, man. That's just not, it's not cutting it for me. It's not believable, and that's going to be the only downfall, where like you have something like that could take you out of the movie, you know, like, because you know, you focus on that. It's front and center. They're digging a lot, you know. It's not like just some casual things like, hey, let's have a conversation. No, it's complete silence, some creepy music, and then them just shoveling, you know. So like,
Yeah.
so yeah.
And then getting angry while shoveling.
Yeah. Okay, then stop shoveling, because I don't know.
Stop shoveling.
I don't think it's
please.
doing
Yeah.
anything, guys.
That's so funny. All right, so I got to backtrack real quick. Remember when I told you my mind was scrambling?
Yeah.
Do you know why my mind was scrambling?
Why?
Because you brought up Power of the Dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you have
I did
seen
watch
that.
this
Yeah,
movie.
okay. I was gonna say, yeah,
Yes.
you have seen that one. Yeah.
My brain. I'm like,
Yeah,
I had to
right.
go back and look at it
Yeah.
because as soon as I saw
Benedict.
it, you know what I mean. As soon as There we go. Sorry.
No.
Anyways.
So you see where
Circle.
I'm saying now, like where
Yes,
like we've got these two
100%.
brothers, and it's like
Yep.
the 1930s. They're ranchers. These guys are two brothers who are trying to make this farm work, you know. So it's, you know, kind of got that same vibe. And then totally the lighthouse, because that guy spent way too much time and needs to leave the premise. He needs to go and have some R&R somewhere,
Yeah.
but he won't leave. Brother
Won't
can't
leave.
get him out.
Tried everything.
When they were drinking in the field, like pretending to be the dead guy. I'm like, that's rock solid.
Yeah.
You put him in the ground, and then you like make fun of him too. Think the witch won that one over pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's just like, you just got to kill your brother. It's no big deal. Like, damn.
Yeah. Whoa.
She wastes
Yeah.
no time.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that I would definitely like. I enjoyed this movie. I put this out of our indie films. It's definitely like out of movie quality and like the story and everything
Right.
else.
Yeah. Writing.
Definitely.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. The full package. I definitely put it. Definitely probably top 5 as that part of everything.
Yeah.
100%.
The only other thing is it was a bit long, so like some shots,
Yes.
felt long. You'd be going
Probably why
through.
the shoveling annoyed you so
God.
bad. There's just so much of it. It's a lot
God.
of filler.
I went outside and dug a hole, because I'm like, this is how you
Yeah.
dig a hole, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna record it and send it to you guys. This is how you dig a hole, man. You don't just gotta put some back work in there. You gotta
Yeah.
put some footwork
Get that
in
shit
there.
out.
Come on, you gotta
Yeah, for
shovel
sure.
that hole. Anyways, yeah. So some scenes were a bit long, a little drawn out. But the thing that helps that is they use background noises, sound effects, and music. So that definitely is what helps those like awkwardly long scenes where they're like, okay, they forgot to cut.
What
You
is
know?
happening?
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
but this is like, okay, you could probably shorten this one up a little bit. And then the intermission was just interesting, just because I'm like, was that popular, and then like you didn't put it halfway through the movie, you kind of put it like towards the end. So the intermission part kind of threw me off a little bit. But
Yeah.
other than that, because you could have been like a good 90, 95 minute. But
100%.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. So Doom Productions, we'll check out what else you got. Really enjoyed that one. Yeah, keep writing, keep directing, keep. I mean, the lighting on the sets were great because it's almost like, that'd be a fun question. Is it in post production or pre-production of the black and white? Did you film in black and white? And did you light it for black and white, or did you film it, have it lit up, and then in post production change it to black and white? I don't know, because I could almost see it being filmed in black and white, just because then you light it for black and white and you don't have to do anything else. Yeah, so that'd be an interesting question.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that question because I mean, now that you say it, I mean,
Yeah, you're like, interesting thought. I mean, it was filmed in black and white, obviously, because this is a movie from the 1930s that's been restored. So clearly, this was on like some nitrile film. This is some really explosive film, and they're like, we got to get it off the film. We gotta restore it.
Just to restore it.
Now it's digital. You can go watch it on YouTube for free. The Bell Rings. Doomed Productions.
Link down below?
Yeah, we'll try to throw that in. I'm terrible at that. But Google works great. Or YouTube. Just go on YouTube. The Bell Rings. Doomed Productions.
Doomed Productions.
First selection. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
And that's my guarantee.
No.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. That's the CK talk about nothing guarantee.
Oh.
So yeah, The Bell Rings. Check it out. I've already said all that. So good job, guys. Great movie.
Yeah. I'm in.
What else we got?
Cool.
What else we got?
All right. So before we get into the other movie we watched, did I tell you that I started watching? I got the first 2 episodes in of Lord of the Rings.
Get out. I think you did. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I was underwhelmed because there are now 6 out.
I know. So I have to like watch like at least like 2 more this week.
That math's
I'll probably watch
wrong.
all 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say that math's wrong. You should do all 4.
The problem is this is what ends up happening is I end up getting involved in something else, and then I'm like, okay, listen, do I want to put in 2 hours of my time after work to watch Lord of the Rings?
That's an
or
easy answer. What is it? What is it?
Listen, Tuesdays and Thursdays and Mondays, I'm busy lots of those times, right? So I got Wednesdays,
cancel
and then
it.
Fridays we've been doing D&D, bro. So
that's
my
true.
TV
That
watching, TV watching through the week is like really slimmed down.
That's true.
So if I got plans on Sundays and Mondays, I'm in trouble.
I'm in trouble. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with content. Yeah, we watched the 6th episode. I'm really sad there's only going to be 2 more episodes, and I'm really enjoying it. What?
You said you're enjoying it?
Oh yeah, I love it. It's awesome. Everything they're building towards, I love it. I think it's
sweet,
awesome. So I'm very excited. I'm guessing once that finishes, we'll probably go back to House of the Dragon. We've watched 2 episodes, and that was it. So
yeah.
We'll get there. But I'll tell you one thing that I'm super excited about. I'm super excited. And I'm so excited because he's within arm's reach. So,
oh, snap.
Jessica and I got a chance to get some tickets for Hamilton.
What?
So yeah, we're going to go to the play in December.
Dude, that's sweet.
I'm so pumped.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Very excited. I mean, anybody who's been listening to the podcast this long would know Hamilton got brought up a lot in the early days.
By this,
it was on the bingo.
It was.
It was.
It was.
Watch.
I gotta get that sheet
No,
out.
Yeah, right. The old bingo sheet. So I'm very excited. For
That'd be
some
fun though.
Alexander
That'd be sweet.
Hamilton. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Hamilton. I'm gonna call up Lin-Manuel Miranda and be like, "Hey
Okay.
man, can you please be Hamilton for the show that night?
Please.
Personal favor.
Yeah.
Still
be
waiting
fine.
to hear back, but
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
You know, he's busy.
he's
but you never
busy.
know.
But friendship's cool too. So
That's true. That's true.
Don't-
All right. So another movie that's coming out that actually a family member of mine is very excited to go see this. So I might get a couple family members together to go watch The Terrifier 2. That's coming out in like October something.
What is it?
Do you know it? You ever watch the movie Terrifier?
Terrifier.
The Terrifier.
The Terror Fire.
Yeah, with Archie the Clown.
No.
You don't know who? I'm shocked because it is actually like a brutal movie. Like
Really?
it is like oh yeah, it's like Texas Chainsaw Days.
Wait, all right. What's it called?
The Terrifier.
Oh, the Terror Fire.
Yeah, the Terrifier. That's what I said.
Or is it just Terrifier? It's Terrifier.
It's just Terrifier. Yeah, Terrifier.
Right, 2016, and then a new one, Terrifier 2.
Oh, 2016. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry. For some reason, I thought I remembered more black and white. Did you watch that movie?
No. Terrifier. Never even heard of it, man.
It's crazy. Well, a family of mine is like really into the Archie the Clown. Like she loves him. So
It's not Archie the Clown, it's Art the Clown. Man, this
it's
guy.
Art the Clown, but they call him Artsy in the movie.
Artsy.
Like,
I'm sorry. I thought you were saying Archie.
No, Artsy.
Artsy.
Artsy the Clown.
Tara Hayes finds herself as the obsession of a sadistic murderer known as Art the Clown. Oh, shit. That sounds terrifying. Is it on Netflix?
Yeah. No, it's on.
Oh, dude, it's free on Vudu. It's also
and Amazon Prime, baby.
Amazon Prime, baby.
So
Very cool.
that movie. So I'm not saying like that has to be part of it, but I might go ahead and go watch that movie. It's another movie that's coming out.
It's actually going out in theaters.
Well, yeah, I'm 99% sure it is. She told me it did.
Terrifier
I didn't
2.
think about it.
Showtime's there, dude. Yeah, you can go to
Alright,
Cinemark and see that movie, dude. That's amazing.
Yeah, but I see it, but I
Oh,
think I might go
see,
to like
So there,
the drive-ins.
it looks like
Cheaper that way.
it goes. Wait, it might go back to 1989 with a movie called Clown House.
So I thought there was a 1980 movie
No.
that was like represented in that.
No, there's no Arts the Clown. Artsy fartsy. Anyways, very cool. The Terrifier and Terrifier 2. Bro, how have you never mentioned these movies before in my life? You know I watch all sorts of horror movies. So sci-fi horror, thriller horror, psychological
bad.
thrillers. I'm just repeating genres.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, you already said that,
Like,
bro.
wait a minute.
It's gonna be a long podcast. That's funny. But yeah. So, anyways, I think that might be a movie for we're getting to the spooky season.
Well, we
You know?
are in the spooky season.
Oh yeah, it is 10:03 today.
Yeah, we are in the spooky season. That's why I'm like, man, the Terrifier 2. I'm gonna tell Jessica. I mean, Jessica loves horror movies as well. So
All right, so let's do it up.
let's do it up.
All right, well, you talk it to her, and then we'll talk about it. How about that?
Well, I mean, we're just gonna watch it. It's free on the Vudu. We'll
The
just,
Terrifier.
yeah, the Terrifier, dude. Yeah, I would love to be terrified, man. That'd be
It's
fantastic.
gonna be.
I'll tell you what, that last Halloween we went to that haunted house, man. That was such a good one. I got my heart racing so many times. Like, damn, they were good.
They were good.
Movie
that was,
quality props, yeah.
For sure. And then I'm actually very excited that we paid the extra money for the
Oh
tickets
yeah, dude,
to get into
for
there.
sure.
Because we did that, and then it was actually like one of the best haunted houses I've been to.
Oh yeah, hands down,
Like,
one of the best I've
hands
ever been
down.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear Brothers or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't. I'm sorry. I was trying to remember it, and I
Yeah, I
don't
can't
remember.
remember.
Something Brothers. I definitely know 100% sure it was that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Scream Bros. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Anyways, very cool. So look at
Yeah.
that. That was an intermission for ourselves.
Yeah, for sure.
Intermission. Get some popcorn.
Yeah.
Get a drink. If we're gonna be talking about movies, might as well have popcorn and a pop. Look at this guy. He's enjoying a nice cold beverage. And we're back. All right.
Hey, how you doing?
Good man. Good. Yeah. I'm glad we had that break. I
Yeah.
took a nap.
Yes, it was very. It was refreshing.
It's very refreshing. Yeah, I had a popcorn and a pop. It was very nice.
Dude, yes, yeah.
While I was gone, I watched 2 movies.
Whoa!
And I watched them with you and my whole family. Like, it was wild.
Oh, that's right. I was here. I was there too.
Yeah. Weird. You ready to get into this?
I am.
Okay. So we watched Hocus Pocus and Hocus Pocus 2. We had a double feature evening, which was a lot of fun. My daughter stayed up the whole time
Yeah.
and tried to just force feed everybody all the sweets.
Yes. It worked.
I was gonna say I had too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
When she's like, "You want another one?" You're like, why not? You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had like some fun snacks. You know, the what were those? Golden Grams were like a witch's book. We had the witch's hats. The pretzel sticks with the witch's brooms, and
Yep.
and then
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
M&Ms were the lizard eyes, and the peanuts were witch's warts, I think. But yeah, so that was fun, and then they made those Reese's peanut butter cup things
With the
the
sticks in 'em.
broomsticks, yeah, which was a
Yep.
lot of fun. So Clem was beyond excited. Like,
Yeah.
we
that's
set up her little, princess hut.
Oh,
Got her sleeping bag out. It was full blown sleepover party time.
And she actually stayed in there for, I mean, not the entire time, but she did really well for a double feature movie.
Oh,
Like, just
yeah.
hanging out. And, like, yeah, I mean, it was pretty impressive. You
I
know?
think
mean,
she
watched
got
it,
bored with the second one just as much as everybody else did.
yep,
I think
yep,
when she started
100%.
walking around like and just openly talking, it was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's over it.
Yep. But yeah, so we had like a really fun evening. We even had some apple cider.
Oh, yeah. for
Really
sure.
got
That was a
into-
full blown thing.
Yeah, it was a full blown thing.
Yeah.
And then we watched
did a good
Hocus
job
Pocus,
hosting.
which come on, which is wild. I think we looked it up, and Rotten Tomatoes is the critic score is like a 36% or something
Yeah.
like that for Hocus Pocus. I'm like, well, that's absolutely insane. It's very funny. It's very fun. Frightening.
I mean, I was scared.
Yeah, I actually have to run and hide a few times, But
Yeah.
I make
I've watched the movie
make it through.
before.
I
but-
peek over the couch and I still watch. But I love Hocus Pocus. It's beyond nostalgia at this point. I mean, that's so many kids. I mean, apparently not yours, but so many kids. History of spooky season and watching the movies. I don't want to call it a scary movie because it's not like a scary movie.
It's not that scary, though.
But
no.
I could see maybe kids, younger kids being like, oh wow, witches, or Billy the Zombie. But I love Hocus Pocus. Now, I love Hocus Pocus for nostalgic reasons, and you've recently just watched this, like what,
Yeah.
2 years ago, a year ago.
But yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure when we started this podcast, you brought it up. We watched it for the podcast. I'm like 99% sure I watched it for the podcast.
And then coming to this movie as an adult, what were your thoughts?
I mean, I actually enjoyed it. I wish I would have watched it as a kid because it was like pushing the limits of not as scary, but more of like getting yourself worked up into some sort of like spooky thing.
Yeah,
you know?
it's like a fun adventure and a Halloween theme. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like so it kind of gives you that whole realm. So I wish I did see it as a kid, but at the same time, though, I mean, I enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like I said, that's why I wish I would have watched as a kid because I'm not getting the same enjoyment I got as a kid.
Right.
I mean, like there's like, don't get me wrong. Was it an enjoyable movie? Yeah, I mean, it's a watchable movie. You know what I mean? It's
It's
something
a
that.
watchable movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not hating on the movie by any
I'm
means.
just kidding.
I know, but I'm just saying it's a kid movie. Like I can only like a kid movie so much. Is all I'm saying. As like the full enjoyment, you know what I mean? Because for you, it's nostalgia. That's what started. You're watching it every single year, and now you're getting Clementine to watch a movie that you
Oh
watched
yeah,
as a
it's
kid.
even cooler. I
Yeah,
even
so it's
told
like
her
way
that. I was
cooler
like,
for
you know
you.
what blows my mind, Clem, is I watched this movie when I was a kid, and now I get to watch it when you're a kid, and that's freaking cool, man. Like that's like
That's awesome,
crazy
man.
cool.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah. So that's why like for you it's that whole build up for it. For me it's like it's a Halloween kid movie. You know what I mean? Like that's really what it comes down to. See,
Grade
look,
A
I
acting,
knew you
yeah,
were upset with
grade
it.
A acting.
Well,
The
I mean, yeah, don't get me
one-liners
wrong.
are on point. You know, the one thing
And
that I always come to
Sarah Jessica
is
Parker was good. Sorry.
in the first one.
Yeah.
So the one thing that always makes me laugh is because like they're unsure about the road, the fire department
Yeah.
lights, they freak out. But towards the end of the movie, when she's gunning for Max in the car, she's like, "Pull over, let me see your driver's license." Like she would have no idea about any of that. She's like, "Do you have your
No.
driver's permit or something like that?" Like she would
Yeah.
like know nothing of that. So I'm like, it's funny because it's like haha funny, but then it's almost like, is this a parody of yourself funny? Like did you
Seriously.
throw this in there
Yeah.
because you no longer think this movie's funny? But anyways,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Okay.
understand though, like you said, like you're coming in as an adult seeing this movie, like okay, cool, you know.
Yeah.
And I watched that movie and I'm like, this movie's amazing.
Yeah. So you grew up with watching the kid movie. You know what I'm saying? Like that's phenomenal. This guy didn't.
Yeah, that's like Goonies. You know, I feel like if you were
Oh,
a
yeah.
kid and watched Goonies, you loved Goonies. But if you were an
Mm.
adult and you watched Goonies, you were like on the fence. And you're like, that's
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah,
It's a
dumb.
phenomenal
Dumb decision.
movie.
Yeah. 100%. As a
Um,
kid though, like I wanted to go in there with all those other kids too. Like that's the difference.
dude, I
as
want to
kid
find
in
a
that,
pirate
in
ship.
that particular
I
one.
want to
For sure.
find a pirate
Yeah.
ship. I want to find
Yeah, so
pirate
that-
treasure, man.
Yeah, that the guy I forget his name right now. The in the Goonies, the big guy, the big monster guy.
Yeah, sloth.
You know, Sloth. Yeah, yes, thank you. So he scared me like as like when I was like real young. But then I got right over it. But I'd watch like every part. Besides when he would come on, sometimes like depending on the area and you know what I mean. Like it just depends.
He was so nice.
What? He was so
He was
nice,
so
but he was so
nice.
scary, man.
Oh, poor sloth. Chunk loved him.
Yeah, Chunk did love him.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I really like that one. But anyways, Hocus
Yeah.
Pocus. Let's get back on
Hocus Pocus. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
Okay.
you know, I get it. I do get
Yeah.
it because I
So
also
one other
would
point.
come to it as an adult and be like, sweet.
Yeah, for sure. But one point to your other point that you were saying with the the car and like the police and all that. So do you remember when they go to the dance, right?
Yeah.
How come they're not all freaked out about the lights and all that kind of stuff going on in there?
Oh,
They
I
just-
know. Yeah. Right.
Like so,
yeah.
it's like, come on, man! You guys can't see a flashing light with a vehicle, but all of a sudden
Pick
you go
and
into a
choose,
ballroom.
yeah,
Exactly. It's just, it's so like thinking back on it, it's funny because I didn't really catch the car one as much as you did, but I caught the dance room one
Yeah.
because they're going up on stage and
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
they're
it's
like
just-
part of regular life at this point.
exactly, yeah. So like that's what makes me laugh about the like that part of it. I didn't think about the car really. That part was not. And now that you say it, I'm like, oh, yep, 100%. You know what I mean? Like that makes
Right,
that
right.
makes sense. But the ballroom one, I don't know why. I'm like, yep, that's funny. You know what I mean? They didn't li-
That's funny.
yeah, they didn't like the road, but they can dance on a dance floor and dance with a bunch of people, and you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's just
right,
kinda funny.
right.
Yeah, no, yeah. So
Yeah, that's funny. It's at that point that it's just like you got to go with what's funny. Which kind of leads me into the second one though. Yeah. Because like I have a problem like it was like the same thing kind of I almost equated it to Thor Love and Thunder because at a certain point of Love and Thunder like they're just recreating moments from other movies.
100%.
So like you're relying too much on, you know, previous jokes. You know, you're trying to have a running joke and it just doesn't seem that great. But in this, it's like they come out and have a musical number, man. Like I was about to be pissed off.
no,
When they first start, like the witches are back and they do like a little musical number in the woods or whatever, and I'm like, I might be checking out early on this one. Like,
no, for sure. Yeah.
what happened? But it didn't
If I drink
continue
large
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I'm glad I drank that coffee. I'm forced to watch this. But no, it was like kind of set the stage for what was gonna kind of happen. Where it was just like, okay, this just didn't seem like a very well thought or planned out sequel.
No. No.
And one thing that really makes me mad is Disney. Not everything has to be a franchise. You don't have to make this into a series. Oh, it's going to be Hocus
Yeah.
Pocus 3. These witches are doing whatever they're. And then it's Hocus Pocus 4, Hocus Pocus 5. And it's like, no. I wish you never made the second one. I'm going to be straight up honest. I thought it was a pretty bad movie. I thought it was boring. I thought it was repetitive. I thought they relied too heavily on just bad acting and piss poor humor.
Yeah.
And it made me sad because we stayed up late to watch it, and I wish I never did.
Whoa, that's deep. That is deep, Kevin. Woo! I mean, don't get me
Come
wrong.
at me. I don't care because I really just I don't care.
I disliked it. No, I'm not saying that you're wrong by any means. I did like the first one more, but I think another thing too. I'm going to put it kind of back, asking you. I'm not saying it was bad, but do you think if I just as an adult started watching number 2, I would hate it as bad as you do right now? Do you think it's that bad of a movie? Or do you think
besides
it's because it's this?
Like besides nostalgia, like because no matter what, you're going into knowing the fact that it has been 29 years. Like that is like the point of the movie or whatever. So
Yeah.
no matter what, like 29 years ago, the witches did that. So
Yeah.
so you would have watched the first one, and if you had watched the first one and then watched that one, no, I just don't think like me being an adult thinking of a sequel as a movie. Like I have to think of this almost like as a standalone movie. Is it good enough to stand on its own so that there could be a third? And no, like
No.
it's just a bad movie. Like
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
recycled storyline. Nothing new was cool about it. The acting was very mediocre. Almost like some of them didn't even want to be in it. And you could see it a mile away. So what's the point of making a sequel where by the beginning of the movie you already know what's going to happen? You already know. What is the point of that movie? Why make a sequel?
True.
Why make us wait 29 years for something that looks like you put together in a month?
Yeah.
Like it
That is
just
stupid. Why even put it out? I
why
get what you're saying.
why put it out? And I'm glad it's like streaming. I'm sorry, it sucks because you got to pay for Disney Plus, so it's not like exactly free.
No.
But I wouldn't pay for that movie. That I really would almost say, like, obviously I'll keep the Hocus Pocus tradition of just watching Hocus Pocus. I'm not throwing in the second one. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. You cannot make me.
Can you just block it from your Disney Plus account?
Actually, yeah, I'm like delete the yeah. I'm putting parental controls on Hocus Pocus 2 because nobody ever needs to watch it. Like it's such a pointless movie.
Yeah.
That literally the only point this movie serves is to make it a franchise so they can pump out more and make more money. That's literally it.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say I don't want to give away the movie. I guess if nobody's watched it yet, because it has just come out. But I almost
you can watch the first 5 to 10 minutes of the movie, and you're gonna guess exactly what the ending is. And it's done in like the typical Disney. It's almost like a Disney Marvel crossover, dude. Like when they're like shielding and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not giving anything away. When you get there, you're like, oh. I totally get it.
What the hell?
They almost have like Wakanda shields at a certain point.
Yeah, that's
like,
true. Yeah,
come on,
yeah.
Come on, what
is happening?
just so bad, and it's like we got to go here movie. We got to go here. We got to go here next.
Yeah.
We got to go here next.
I just think there's
this next.
Yeah, I think you're right. I just think there was an end point of what they were trying to do to create I don't know,
like a trilogy,
a younger
to start.
exactly,
a new generation,
right? Yeah,
which they're good witches, right? So like, again, what was the
where's he
point?
going?
The Hocus
Where's that
Pocus
point?
was about the Sanderson sisters,
Yeah, that's what
All
it's
right.
about.
So highlights of the movie. I really enjoyed the beginning. The three girls who were the younger versions of the Sanderson sisters.
Oh
Phenomenal job,
yes, absolutely.
especially Winifred. Especially Winifred. She freaking killed it.
Yeah,
I love that. So that was a highlight of the movie. I actually wish they would just like let those
that
actors
was
do it,
it.
and we just
Yeah,
like saw a movie of just what the Sanderson sisters got into. You know, like
yeah.
what hell they raised,
Oh, for sure.
which would have been a lot cooler. Disney, take a note of that. Erase
Yeah,
the garbage that you put out,
I'll pretend.
and
I'll pretend like I didn't see it.
yeah, I'll pretend
I
I
will
didn't see
delete it from my memory.
and I'll give you this idea for free because I would
Yeah.
like to watch it. Anyways, so I really like that. Sam Richardson, I always love because he's just a funny guy. He could just
Yeah.
talk and he's very comical. Um, even Forky, the guy who plays Forky, why Buster from Arrested Development.
I know you're talking about, but I can't think of his name.
Yeah, why can't I think of his name right now?
So I never watched Arrested Development, so I don't know him from there. But I know the guy you're talking about in the movie.
Tony
The
Hale.
show, though.
I can't believe you never watched Arrested Development, dude. All right, you're a sitcom fan, dude. You need to go watch some. It is one of the funniest shows you'll ever watch.
Really?
It's like every line's a joke,
Oh, really?
and you're laughing, so you don't hear them all. So when you rewatch it, you're like, ah, ha, 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 and then you're just constantly discovering new jokes. Oh, dude, it's hilarious. It's great stuff.
Okay.
So yeah. Sam Richardson, oh, that's what I was gonna say. Tony Hale. I love Tony Hale. I think he's a funny guy, but man, he just really played like a two-dimensional character in this, like something like he just has in his a character he just has in his closet that he can just put on so carelessly because it's just like it just didn't seem like you utilize him as an actor, like you
Yeah.
know what I mean. So it just seemed kind of boring.
Yeah.
So
I don't. Yeah.
his
Yeah,
performance
I agree with
at that. I mean, obviously, I felt bad for him because he just wanted that candy apple so bad. But
Yeah. Like so bad.
but yeah, just overall, with the bad taste of the movie, like his performance was like, hey, you didn't save the movie. So
No.
and Sam Richardson, you're funny, but you didn't save the movie. You're also like a terrible person because you made the black wick candles. So like.
Yeah.
You were trying to bring the Sanderson sisters back, man.
Yeah,
That's not a
you
good person
did this.
move.
No.
But he just gets to go back to his job, giving 10% discounts after he's wreaked havoc on a whole town or whatever. But hey, whatever.
Yeah.
That's a par for the course for like Marvel. Like nobody ever dies in Marvel. It's like
Oh, that's true.
there's no
Yeah.
repercussions ever. Like I mean, you have like the deaths that that are coming because they're out of contract, they're ready to do something else.
Yes,
you
for
know?
sure.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't have like anything that's like, oh man, I made one movie and they killed me. Oh, I guess Quicksilver. But then they're bringing him back in a different aspect once they do X-Men. So anyways, it won't matter. Anyways, blah, 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 blah. Hocus Pocus 2. See, that's how much I didn't like this movie. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, as I say, but I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, listen, it was. I think you really hated it 'cause how bad it truly was. But because I even think like even the witches acting, like you said, I just think down to every little aspect of it, it was not as good as the first one, man. It's not.
Yeah.
So I think we messed up by watching it back to back personally.
But
Like,
that's the point of the movie.
you're
You
right.
are
You're 100%
literally
right.
supposed to do that. That's
but
their
you
fault.
But yeah, you're right. I mean, I see what you're saying.
That's not the point.
No,
You are literally supposed to do that. It is a sequel from 29 years ago, and that they mention that it has been 29 years. It is a present day movie. You're so like you're supposed to go from like that 1993 film to that one. Like there's no like, oh, I should wait 5 years since I've seen Hocus Pocus, now I can watch Hocus Pocus too. You're the things that are in that movie are supposed to transcend through
Carry
this
over.
one. So
You're right.
you're just trying. You're like trying to give it some sort of prop, and it's like it doesn't deserve it.
You just hate it.
I hate
just
it
didn't-
because it's like, what a waste of a sequel. Just go make a different movie. Like, they've already made The Craft, right? So they've already remade The Craft, which I think that was a bad movie too. I didn't watch it, but I heard it got bad reviews, and I'm like, it makes sense. You're just remaking a damn movie. And this is just like, you're like taking inspiration from crap, and then you're like, let's turn that into a sequel, cash grab. And it's like, whoa, that's a bad cash grab. I said, if anybody, created accounts for Disney Plus just for this moment, I'm sorry, you wasted whatever the amount is for that month, because that sucks. I'm like, oh, that's Disney Plus, got it canceled. That's what I was saying.
Is there a 7-day? Is there a 7-day?
Yeah, 7-day free trial, please.
Please.
You can't watch the new movies on the 7-day. I wouldn't doubt it. Anyways,
Yeah. Oh, there's some sort of limitation. Or you get one. You get one, and that's it. One viewing.
that's it.
You get one free
You
viewing.
gotta pay. You gotta pay.
You gotta buy.
So yeah, if it were up to me,
Yeah.
and you haven't watched Hocus Pocus 2 yet, and you really enjoyed Hocus Pocus 1, then just chill with Hocus Pocus 1. Watch Hocus Pocus 1 twice.
Yep. Done and
There's a
done.
sequel right there, baby. Just pretend it's 29 years later.
Oh,
And the kids that you're seeing are just the kids, the grandkids, and the children of the, whatever. It's just add a wormhole in there, everything works.
everything.
Yeah. So, not sorry. I'm not sorry. Actually.
Yeah, I heard that. I ain't sorry.
I feel like they're like, oh, yeah, shit, we have Hocus Pocus 2 on the books. We should probably make that movie sometime soon. We don't even have a script. Watch this. Get a load of this garbage. Do you think they'll go for it? Disney's like, I'm not even going to read it. Green light. And that's it. That's it. That's how garbage is made.
Hey, when we talked about it originally, what was the tomato score on
I
it?
think it was 61%.
Let's see, it's at 62 now.
Get out of here. Somebody was like,
then-
I liked it just a little bit more.
Yep. And then the audience score is 55.
Yeah, freaking garbage. Now, the original, what's the audience score on that one? That was like, what, 58 or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, the audience score is 71.
That's
So
right.
high.
Yeah, 71. Yeah,
Yeah.
That was much
But
larger.
the tomato score is 38.
Yeah, which is just crazy. Like, because they'd be like, oh, yeah, Hocus Pocus 2 compared to the first one, that's 30% better. That's a 30% better movie. And you're like, I would say 30% worse. If Hocus Pocus 1 was in the 30s, I'm going to go ahead and give Hocus Pocus 2 a 1%. If I was a Rotten Tomatoes viewer, people are like, damn, that guy gave him a 1%. I'm like, yeah, you want to know why? Tune in to Corey Kibben and talk about nothing, and you'll find out why. Yeah,
I like it.
that's all I got, though.
That's all I got. There's a lot of hatred,
Yeah,
The
I'm
movie
just really
wasn't,
mad
like-
because it was like, it's not worth the wait. It's
Well, no,
garbage.
yeah.
Like, why would you do that? Who watched this movie and they're like, they're going to love it? Probably somebody who's never seen the movie, and they're like, yeah, that looks great. Those actors really seemed like they were into it. The main girl's like, oh, I guess I'm a witch now. She's like the new Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'm a witch now. Oh, I guess I have powers now. Like, cool. So powers are just like popping up for everybody now. You know? Just, whatever. I won't go on too much longer.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Probably
All right.
spent about 12 minutes bashing it.
You did.
So
You did.
I'm good for
Hey,
I'm
guys,
good for
I just
another
want you to know the
day.
movie-
Somebody's going to ask me
Yeah.
about the movie.
So to give you guys my opinion on it, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I agree with you. I
I
was just trying to
dare
like say
you
there
to
was some
counter.
highlights. That's so funny. I tried. You didn't allow me. Yeah,
No, because I refuse.
yeah, you
Some
didn't
people are
like
like,
this one.
well, it had no. It had
No,
nothing.
no, no, I didn't.
It really had some
It's awesome.
substance. No.
No.
Um, yeah, like Sarah Jessica Parker's character in that movie. It's Winnie. Anyway, I can't remember right now. And she's a lot goofier in the first one, and in this one, she just didn't put in the effort of being like
At all.
goofy. And when she did, it just looked like she was like acting. And it was just
Yeah.
like not. It just didn't look like she was in the character. I mean, Bette Midler did fine as Winifred, obviously, because she apparently could tap into that character pretty easily. And then the other sister, oh, that's another. You know, the the vacuum in Hocus Pocus makes sense because it's shaped like a broom.
Mistake. Yeah.
Roombas are not shaped like that. It is a dumb idea, and I hated it.
You know the only reason they brought it in is so they can suck up that salt or that.
Oh,
dust
well,
or
exactly. Yeah. How are we gonna get them out of that circle?
whatever.
Roombas.
Yeah.
Everybody loves a Roomba. Nobody does. Not in this movie. That was a dumb decision.
This movie. It's funny.
They're like, oh yeah, let's take all the only conventional idea of being a witch with the witch of the broomstick, and ha ha ha, she had to take a vacuum. Well, this time this other one's taking what like a Swiffer, and then there's like some weird bubbles that are coming out of it. Like I've never had bubbles come out of my Swiffer before. I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah.
And then this whole weird thing of like the Roombas, I just didn't like it. It just didn't make sense. It's dumb. It was dumb. It was dumb.
It was a new age idea there, bro.
And it failed. And the fact that people watched this and said,
Gave it
yeah, stamp of approval, that's what pisses me off. That's the only reason why I gave it a 1%, because it made it to my eyes. Somebody gave it a stamp of approval on streaming. Anyways. Somebody's going to be like, take this guy down. He's angry.
Yeah, 16 minutes. I just want you to know.
16 minutes of this damn movie.
That's so funny. All right. Well, so Hocus Pocus 2, down. Hocus Pocus 1, up. All right. Simple story. Okay. Kevin, let's get moving on to the story. Do you have any other ideas of what you want to watch? Anything?
We're going to watch The Black Phone.
Yes, I will definitely watch The Black Phone.
We're gonna watch a different indie movie. We'll have to ask. I didn't ask that yet, I guess, on Twitter. We'll have to be like, hey,
All
what's going on
Horror
with horror
films.
movies? Yeah.
Horrors. Yeah, for sure. All right, cool.
Yeah, and then yeah, I think that's it. That's it, man. I don't want to go in anything more. I'm too worked up.
Are you angry right now?
Just angry they brought it to.
Okay, it's I get it. I get it. All right, so we're gonna watch The Black Phone.
This is what's gonna make me go viral. Me being angry about the Hocus
For
Pocus
sure.
2.
Oh, dude, there's like 17 clips out of that.
Yeah, right. Look how mad he is.
Yeah, guys, come watch this angry.
I speak
man.
truth. I mean, if somebody was
true.
really like, I really enjoyed it, I'd be like, how old are you? And I'm like, oh, you're a kid? That makes sense. That's fine. I'm not going to take that away from you. You don't know any better. You haven't watched an incredible amount of films to understand that this is garbage. I'm just kidding. I'm just, that's awful. I'm just kidding.
That's you're getting.
Like, you don't know any better. You know? And if they're an adult, I'm like, well, what?
Stupid.
Tell me your favorite movie, because that's going to tell me a whole lot about you. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's fine. I get
I'm
it.
not. I'm
I
not
get
really
it.
like that. I'm not really like that. I just I'm not really like that. I have friends that watch, movies that are like that have watched some of my favorite movies. They're like, I hated that, and I'm like, I guess we could continue to be friends. It's going to be a little hard to look at you for at least a month, but it's cool. So I'm not like that. I understand that there are some people that might have enjoyed this movie. That hurts to say. But anyways. So yeah, we'll talk about the Black Phone.
Yeah.
We'll find ourselves an independent movie, and if I have time, I'll might look into this Terrifier, because Terrifier sounds fun.
For sure. As I say, and it's definitely a scary, like it's definitely a pretty good, if there's like a night that you got to try and get your scare on. I mean, it's like a gory, Saw-y type of flick. So
yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm definitely down. So yeah. The only other thing we've been watching is that Naked and Afraid XL, man. I am hooked. Finished season 4 last night. Stayed up far too late.
Wow. That's why you're tired.
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%. Naked and Afraid XL. Just fun.
I'll give it a shot.
No, you won't. You don't have to. Bye, everybody. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That's that Bob Long dead air right
It
there.
is. Yeah.
And I'm Bob Long. See, that's a Bob Long right there. I wonder if anybody listening knows who Bob Long is.
That's a test.
Maybe, yeah.
If you do,
I'm from Streetsboro.
comment.
Yeah. All right, dude. Let's just end this thing.
Yeah.
Let's just get the hell out of here, dude.
Dude, you just want to get out of here?
Yeah, I wanted to go do something else.
Whoa, all right. Yeah, you're very angry. Go watch a new TV show. Go watch some Naked and Afraid so you can cheer up a little bit. I think it'll be better. Yeah. So, anyways.
Stay off the Disney app for a while.
Yeah, sure. That's so funny.
All right. Well, let us know what you guys thought about these movies. Definitely check out The Bell Rings.
Yeah.
Give that Doomed Productions a lot more views. Give them some comments. Let them know what you thought, because they put a lot of work into it. Clearly, and it paid off. Yeah,
film. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Well, thanks for watching.
I'll throw. I just thought of this. Hit the like and subscribe. I think people like throw that in there every now and then.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Maybe if you're listening this long, you're like chuckling because you're like, "My God, end this thing." This is like the end of the Return of the King. You ever watched the Return of the King? No, you haven't. It's a Lord of the Rings movie, and you'll say you have, but you haven't. Return of the King ends about 16 different times, and you grow kind of frustrated in theaters. At home, you're fine. You can like pause and take a piss break, but in theaters, you're like, stop it, Peter Jackson. You faded to black too many times. And now we're going to fade to black.
Yeah.
We're going to disappear into the nothingness. The nothingness, dude. Corey kept talking about nothing. We're going to disappear into nothingness. My mind's blown. All right, I'm out. Goodbye. Thanks for listening.
Hey guys. Thanks for watching.